So before we get into today's video, I have two important announcements to make. One, I got a haircut last week. And two, I went to the gym last week. They don't sound like a big deal, right? But they're signs, they're signals, they're indicators that we are coming back, the economy's coming back, and we're gonna get through this thing, people. So a little bit of positive news before we get into today's topic. So we're not gonna talk about coronavirus, I promise. Today, we are going to give a brief overview of Matthew Kelly's book, Off Balance, and why this whole concept of work-life balance is just kind of dumb. Hey everyone, welcome to the Nenni and Associates Executive Search channel, where we're focused here on providing you with exclusive content for improving your hiring, interviewing, and recruiting strategies. Now, if you're new here, consider hitting the subscribe button. We hope you're getting value out of this content, and if you are, consider passing along to a friend or a colleague. Now, if you get to the end of the video and you have questions on this topic, please drop them in the comments below, or if you have ideas for future topics for future videos, I'd love to hear from you. So let's get into today's video. So for decades, we've heard about this term, work-life balance, and it sounds great, doesn't it? Who doesn't want a work-life balance? But it never really made sense to me. I never really had a balance between how much time I was spending at work, or how much time I was spending at home, or how much time I was spending on other personal things that I wanted to do outside of work. And once I read Matthew Kelly's book, he had a way of really articulating how I was thinking and how I was feeling about this whole concept of work-life balance. So why is work-life balance a myth? Well, I think it's because no matter what happens at work, no matter what happens at home, you're never really in balance, right? If you have a great day at work, you're gonna bring that home with you. If you have a bad day at work, because we all do, we all have terrible days where things don't seem to go our way, guess what? You're gonna bring that home with you as well. And vice versa. Things are going really well at home, there's a really good chance that you're gonna bring that into your work. So you're never really completely in balance, right? You're never really going to completely separate the two. I mean, when was the last time that your emotions, your energy, your influence were equally distributed and equally split between your job and your home life? Probably never, right? And that's why this concept never made sense to me, and it still doesn't. But luckily, Matthew Kelly poses a solution. He talks about this concept of moving towards levels of personal and professional satisfaction. So it's not going to be equally distributed. You're never going to be able to equally compartmentalize work and life. But think of it like a spectrum of working towards personal satisfaction and working towards professional satisfaction. I mean, there's been times where I've been working on a particular project for a client, I gotta come through for them, and yeah, I'm going to spend a lot of extra time at work and I'm gonna be digging in, and that can be extremely fulfilling, right? That is that level of professional satisfaction that he's talking about, and vice versa, right? There may be times where I'm spending time with my wife and my daughter, and I'm able to completely shut off work. Literally shutting off work, with turning off my phone and really just being present and focused on your family. Now, that doesn't mean that the time is going to be spent equally, but we're on this spectrum of personal and professional satisfaction. So I think the best way to close this out here is forget about chasing the work-life balance myth and instead focus on improving and increasing your levels of personal and professional satisfaction and see how your life improves. So that's it for today's video, and of course we didn't have time to go through the entire book, so I'll include a link to the book below and you can check it out for yourself. It's definitely worth the read. So be sure to subscribe to this channel, and again, if you're finding value, pass it along to a friend or a colleague, and we hope you are getting value out of this content. And as I mentioned before, if you do have questions about this topic particularly, or ideas for future video topics, please drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, I'm Jim Schaefer, and we'll catch you on the next video.